It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs under the lights on Monday night.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Partner, this should be a good one here. In the month of October, we got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Second down and 8. They put Kelsey in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. This snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week, Mike, and we asked him, we said, can you put your finger on what went wrong last week for what was a pretty rough outing? He said, being honest, I didn't have my best week of practice. I practiced much better this week, and I'm expecting it to carry forward into the game. If he can continue to get better, they can show that they can win when he doesn't have his best stuff. If he plays a cleaner game, this is going to be a tough team to beat.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
19. Here we go. Hey, check that. Check.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
In trouble, and down he goes. They'll try and play with some pace early on. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Raiders first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
60 Bobcat. Warriors got to be ready.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Alert!
Right back to him on first down. He is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His 12th touchdown. Now, the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders. 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Ross. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready?
1st and 10. The Raiders offense. And their running back set to go once more. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Richardson. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Raiders' first down. They picked it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Let's go now. Go.
On play action, Richardson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Throwing is Richardson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Get up.
Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Throwing on second down, Richardson. He's going to, and he will score. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Vegas. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Hey, 15.
They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
With the score, Raiders 14, Chiefs 7.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL.
We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. Caleb Williams, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in.
From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the Dog Pound.
And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. The Browns are hanging in there in the playoff race as they jump above 500 now to 4-3 on the year. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker,
well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well.
The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there. He's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. Here's 2nd and 6.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Richardson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Mustang 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive coverage.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. Now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And Some tough running there. He's up to the 32. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. They'll stick with him again. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. Richardson to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing, Richardson. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Pacheco. Ho-ho! He's inside the 35. And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Come on, come on.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one back. And that is it.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach. Still gets stopped for no gain. Brings up 3rd and short.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game.
Okay, break.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Richardson operating from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll get this out to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows.
And he's in! Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Mahomes quickly out to right.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's number 40 on the season for him. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll drop to throw. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
One of the tight ends motions right. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Yellow.
They'll motion a tight end right. Mahomes now to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Yellow. 15, 15.
Here's Pacheco. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. And this one is blocked. All they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
79. 2. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Chiefs 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play, it's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, good night from Kansas City.